Hey, how's it going, guys? Welcome to Chasing Gravity. My name is Sean, and today we'll be taking a look at the 2021 Vitus Nucleus VRS. Ooh.
So have you ever looked into what the best budget hardtail mountain bike that your money can get you? It's likely that you've come across the direct-to-consumer bike company Vitus. More specifically in their lineup is their entry-level hardtail, the Vitus Nucleus. In fact, the Vitus Nucleus VR has been awarded the 4-time winner of MBR Magazine's 500-pound hardtail of the year. However, today we're going to be taking a look at its souped-up older brother, the Nucleus VRS. So right out of the box, you get the bike itself, which for the most part is fully assembled. You also get a handful of accessories like bike bells, reflectors. Probably the coolest thing here though is a bottle of frame paint for you to touch up your bike should you scuff it up. The bike does come with pedals as well as all the tools that you'll need to assemble the bike. And then of course you have your bike assembly guide with only a few simple steps to follow before your bike is up and running. And lastly, you have the front wheel, which is protected in cardboard. All that's left to do is to assemble the bike, which will include putting on the front wheel, attaching the handlebars, and slapping on some pedals, and then the bike is ready to ride. So everything you see here, with the exception of the mudguard and the dropper seat post that I've installed, comes stock with the bike. Starting off at the front of the bike, you get the nuke-proof Neutron handlebars, as well as a Vitus branded 50mm stem and a FSA 57B headset. Moving over to the shifters, you get the Shimano DR M4100, which is a 10-speed shifter. For the brakes, you get the Tektro HD M290s, and to wrap up the cockpit, you get some Vitus branded grips. Moving down to the fork on the Nucleus VRS, you get a 120mm travel SR Suntour XCR Boost Air. And for the drivetrain, you get a 1x10 system with a 32-tooth Shimano DR chainset in the front and a 10-speed Shimano DR rear derailleur in the back. You also get a Sunrace 11 to 46 tooth 10-speed cassette, and for the brake rotors, you get a Tektro TR180 in the front and a TR160 in the back. You'll also notice one of the biggest downsides of the bike here in the rear, which is that it is a quick release axle in the back. For the tires, you get a WTB Vigilante in the front and a WTB Trail Boss in the rear. And to round it all off, you get a nuke-proof Neutron saddle. Taking a look at the bike frame itself, while a lot of the cables are externally routed, you do have the option to internally route the cables for your dropper seat post. So what are my thoughts on the 2021 Vitus Nucleus VRS? Does it live up to its hype? Is it worth the bump up from the Nucleus VR? I've had the bike for about a month and a half now, and I really have no complaints. For the $900 that I bought the bike for, it does a lot of things well. You're getting a solid hardtail with a 1x drivetrain, air forks, and hydraulic brakes. And at this price point, there aren't many bikes out there that give you all three. You're also getting modern geometry with the Nucleus with a nice slack head-to angle of 66.5 degrees. This allows for greater confidence when you're going down those gnarly descents. For a beginner mountain biker like myself, the 120mm travel was more than enough to tackle my local trails, handling rollers, small drops, and rocky terrain very well. Stepping up from the Nucleus VR, the Nucleus VRS gives you a boost front through axle instead of the non-boost quick release axle that you'll find on the VR. You're also getting a 10-speed drivetrain as opposed to an 8-speed drivetrain, as well as a 46-tooth cassette in the rear instead of a 40-tooth cassette, which really helps you in conquering those steep climbs. My only complaint about the bike is that it has a rear dropout in the back as opposed to a through axle, but other than that, this bike has overall really impressed me. So if you're in the market for a new hardtail or just looking to get into the sport of mountain biking, I definitely recommend checking out the Vitus Nucleus VRS. There aren't many bikes at this price point that beat it in terms of value or performance. And maybe there is a reason why it's won so many awards these past years. Hope you guys enjoyed the video or found it useful. Thanks for watching. Until next time, I'll catch you guys later.
Yeah.